Juventus, of course, it goes without saying, are odds-on favourites once again to win Serie A. Master Allegri says calm down after all the euphoria around Cristiano Ronaldo, saying there's too much of it. It's not good. This year will be more difficult than others. Opponents will be more aggressive because we have won many games and also because we have an excellent player like Ronaldo. Oh, why do we even sign him? Eh? It's just going to get those other players more angry.
Let's be honest, Juventus, 7 titles in a row, 2 Champions League finals in the last 4 years, and now all of a sudden people are going to notice Juventus. I'm not sure what Allegri is getting at here. They're a fantastic team, have been for quite some time. You know what you're getting with Ronaldo, you know what you're getting in terms of on the field, but you also have to accept what comes with it, off it.
Do you think he's a little uptight that he's going to have to manage Ronaldo?
No, surely this is just lip service. He can't believe it, can he?
I don't know. I think, I think we shouldn't forget that, Ronaldo's a guy that's been in charge at Madrid for the last, 8, 9 years? And the dynamic between Ronaldo and whoever the coach is going to be huge for the success of not just Ronaldo, but the team. Do you think Allegri's thinking about that? I mean,
no.
As Shaka said, 7 titles in the trot. When you play with a team like Juventus, every single day the spotlight's on you. So why would he come out with that? Is he a little uptight, is he?
Is that what you're reading into that?
Aye, absolutely.
Chat?
I'm not seeing that at all. I just think the expectation has risen. Allegri is trying to calm that down. But for anybody who's seen and knows of Juventus and what they've done, I'm not sure why expectation is a bad thing. They've thrived on that expectation over the last few years.
His new side, of course, have it all to do after finishing 6th in the Premier League last season. Quick math, 37 points adrift of Manchester City at the top of the table. I suppose more importantly for Arsenal, given that their recent form, 12 points adrift of Liverpool in 4th place. We saw what Hector Bellerin had to say about the difference that Unai Emery has made since he's come in.
So many things have changed at the training ground, from starting from the coaching to the schedules to everything. I mean, every coach has their own way of doing things, and for us, it's changed a lot. We're working harder than we used to work. We're doing a lot of work in the gym. That obviously we always used to do, but I think he's turned up a notch. He's a coach that wants us to press, to run around a lot during the game. So obviously, if we want to be ready for that in the league, we have to do it in the training, and that's one of the things that has impacted most on the players.
What do you make of that, Stevie?
I don't think Wenger will have enjoyed listening to that. It kind of seems as though he's too happy to let you know how things have all changed. Right. I don't think Wenger's going to like listening to him doing that. Listen,
does he owe Wenger? Should he be defending him?
No, he doesn't owe him anything. I just don't like the tone of it. It's almost like, oh, this is great, we've changed this and we're doing that, we're working harder. If I'm Wenger, I don't like listening to that type of thing.
But this is not about Arsene Wenger here. This is about Hector Bellerin kind of singing the praises of the new coach, saying all the things I guess the fans want to hear him say, that things are going to be different and a whole lot better than they were last season. The proof is in the pudding as far as that goes. This, again, like pre-season, is just part of these few weeks leading up to the kickoff.
Yeah, but still, you've got a player that's saying, we didn't work that hard under Wenger. That's what he's suggesting, isn't it? We're working much harder now under you.
Well, again, I kind of take this as a glass half full, saying...
Oh.
No, but what he's saying is we're going to be a whole lot better this time around, is all he's trying to say.
Because we didn't work hard enough last year.
There you go. So Arsène's really... If Arsène thinks that, he's really going to thank him for that, isn't he?
But the players aren't going to take that on themselves. The reason we finished 6th is not because we're the 6th best squad in the league, is because our manager was the 6th best. That's what all he's saying there. And now Arsène Wenger's out of the picture. He can say those things. He's free to say those things.
What's success for Arsenal this season?
Success would be getting in the top 4.
That's
no question. If they get in the top 4, they should get a trophy. They should get one of the trophies that Arsène Wenger said about the top 4. Because the squad they have right now, even with the signings they've made, in my opinion, isn't close to any of the teams that I expect to be in the top 4.
I think they need to threaten getting into that top 4 and silverware. I'd settle for that.
It was ruthless. Put an elbow to the goalkeeper, put their goal scorer down like a wrestler in midfield. That was the story of the game. Ramos said a lot of things afterwards that I didn't like. He was like, whatever. What do they want? It's normal. No, it's not normal. Usually, if you try something, you'll get punished and ban you for 4 or 5 weeks. But in this example, no one. This ref should have had the courage to decide that game. People will say I'm weak, or a bad loser, or a whiner. I am not. I accept it. It's not like I wake up in the morning and think, Ramos. Unlike Stevie does. It's every morning. Sergio Ramos, the first thing on your mind. Steve, what do you make of these? This does sound a little bit like sour grapes.
Sour grapes?
Yeah.
He's asked the question and he's given an honest answer. It's not sour grapes. He's telling the truth. You look at Ramos's record. Wait.
I don't want to talk about the record. I want to talk about this game. The ref should have had the courage to decide that game. What does that mean? What did the referee miss? What did he get wrong?
The referee missed Ramos elbowing the goalkeeper
and did you
straight
see
in the
that?
head.
Did anyone see that?
Oh, what do you mean did I see it? I'm sitting watching the TV.
It was only
the referee's on the field. That's why he's there.
No,
that's why there are 5 officials there. They should be able to spot.
What
they
I'm
should be able
saying
to
is
spot
no one mentioned it during the
somebody
game, did
elbowing the goalkeeper in the head.
No one mentioned it during the game. It's only
you mean-
afterwards
'cause
that the Vine came out that someone
the
focused on it and noticed.
Because the commentator never mentioned it.
What? No one mentioned it.
Dan, why have you got officials on the field? Can you tell me that? Can you answer me that? That's what they're there for.
So
that's the job.
So the referee's supposed to see this through goodness knows how many people, and that decides the game.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. The referees. No. I mean, you're just talking nonsense, by the way. The referees. Of course, the referee's supposed to see these things. Why is the referee on the field?
Well, that's
to
the reason
referee the game.
that's the reason VAR exists now, because the referee won't catch everything. You literally had to enhance that image to see it. I don't blame the referees for missing it. I mean, if VAR was there, they would have gone back, they would have red carded, it would have been over with. If there's a goal line official there, maybe. But even in the image, you don't see a goal line official. So you can't expect the referee to all of a sudden say, I saw it, I will red card. He didn't see it,
What do you
game
want
goes
Klopp
on.
to say?
Now, no, that's the thing. Klopp's absolutely right. But Sergio Ramos isn't the only defender to do this around the world. I mean, as far as you go, look, think about your days when you go. Defenders do this all the time, Stevie. Every team has a defender like this.
Of course they do. The thing is, Klopp's asked the question about Ramos in this game.
Yeah.
Saying he decided the game. Why is he wrong? He decided because he's fouled Salah, Liverpool's best attacker and best hope to win this game is off the field, and then he elbows a goalkeeper in the face. So yes, Ramos is front and centre in all the things that could have decided this game.
He's saying it's not normal, his behaviour. Is that fair?
Yes.
Well, you just said every team has a player like
how many
this.
times do you see somebody elbowing the goalkeeper in the head?
I
It's not normal, is it?
I understand why Klopp feels as he is and continues to believe that. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying, Dan. Watching this game live, I didn't pick up the elbow, the Ramos elbow, and I still stand by, despite the outcome. The challenge between Ramos and Salah was a tangling of arms, and they fell very awkwardly. But you see defenders do that and a whole lot worse every single game. Now, the fact that it's Mohamed Salah and the fact that it's a Champions League final makes the implications a whole lot worse, but it doesn't change the fact that, again, these things happen every game, regardless of whether you're talking Champions League or Sunday League.
Yeah, that sort of challenge, not the elbow.
Well, yes, but I do sympathise with the referees on this one. I didn't pick it up, and I understand if the referees missed that as well.
He then doubled down on Sergio Ramos, talking about the final before against Juventus, saying if you put all of the situations of Ramos together, then you'll see a lot of situations with Ramos. In the final the year before against Juve, he was responsible for the red card for Cuadrado. He touched him like that. He just pressed a little finger against the flesh, and he makes a big act of it. It's like we, the world out there, except that you use each weapon to win the game. People probably expect that I am the same. I am not. This was the incident. This is setting a bit of a dangerous precedent, though, isn't it, Stevie?
In regards to what?
In regards to Klopp saying that he accepts it, that the world accepts that you use each weapon to win. Isn't that just part of the game?
Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Listen, if you can get away with something, then that's fine. You know, Ramos got away with elbowing the goalkeeper in the head. I'm just telling you that he shouldn't have, but he did. If you get away with it, that's fine.
But Klopp's saying that he's not, that he's different to everyone else, that he doesn't accept it, that you want to win the right way. That's dangerous, isn't it? Because people are going to bring up these quotes when one of his players is going to do something in the future and going to say to him, wait a minute, you were condemning Ramos. And yet, here you are.
Well, you'll find out if one of his players does something like that. You'll see what he does. If he turns round and does absolutely nothing, he says nothing and blanks it and gives it the old "I never saw anything," then I'll tell you what, including me, every person has a right to tear him down for it. But it hasn't happened yet.
Listen, it won't be long before we have this comment about Klopp. Every single team, and whether we try to package it as he's not that kind of player, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that, there's always some kind of incident that you do, even with your own team, you have to kind of step back and say that shouldn't have been done. And if Klopp doesn't come down, isn't as critical as we see here, then yes, I think we would be right to call him out on a double standard. I think he's setting a dangerous precedent. Everybody knows what Sergio Ramos has been about for quite some time. We've spoken about it. So you're not repackaging this and telling us something new that we don't know about Sergio Ramos. We know this.
We talked about it a lot this week, didn't we? Juan Carlos Osorio has finally left Mexico. Cancha Ultimo Cambio. Of course, he did like to tinker and switch his team around. Hence the pun there. You look at Osorio's record, though. It's impressive. In fact, it is the best ever from a Mexican coach who's taken more than 20 games in charge. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, of course, very impressed with Osorio after Mexico beat Germany in the World Cup.
Mexico did well because, especially from the tactical point of view, their coach was able to foresee how Germany will play tactically and what are the, let's call it the reset at the end to win against. And they played especially a fantastic first half-time, scoring that goal decisive. And at the end they deserved to win. And that was maybe the beginning, the story of a sad story for Germany, kicked out in the group phase.
A lot of speculation now linking Osorio with the job here in the US, Stevie. Would you give it to him?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, 100%. Knows the area, the CONCACAF qualification inside out. Knows the American players inside out. An incredible record with Mexico. I mean, actually, give me a reason why you don't give it to him.
Because he's coming over from Mexico.
Yes, that's the reason. That's one of the top reasons.
And here's how stupid is that? What do you want? Do you want a successful team or not? And if you're going to say no because I don't want the ex-Mexico manager, then you know what? You shouldn't be involved in US soccer.
Well, there you go. Don't be stupid. Yes, you take him if you can have him. This is a very experienced coach. He knows the area, like you just said. He knows the player in this area. He's going to have material to work with. But if I'm thinking about why not, why people wouldn't want him in these circles, is because the parallels between him and Jurgen Klinsmann are uncanny. He doesn't get along with the press. He does things his own way. He tinkers a lot. In a national team setup, that could be very dangerous at times. People need to realize in these
there's
circles...
no press here, so that's not a problem. No,
You're right. Not to that pressure. Not to that pressure.
The Mexican
Oh,
media,
of course.
the pressure here is...
If you're talking about the press in Mexico, it's more comparable to the English press.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right about that. But Juan Carlos Osorio is the closest that you're going to get to that elite level. There is no Roberto Martinez floating around these circles. There is no Arsene Wenger. There is no Pep Guardiola, who will take this team. As much as fans want to think it's such a promising job, there are going to be all kinds of suitors. No, Juan Carlos Osorio may be as good as it gets, so you take him.
Shaka?
The thing for me is...
Would you have him?
Not right now. I just feel that it's, given the history between US soccer and Mexican soccer, it's too short to jump too soon. There'll be absolutely no honeymoon period there. And the comparison with the managers that Herc mentions, all of those are tactical managers. I just think that right now, the US, given the youth in this squad, they need a coach.
Shaka, is it a thing, though? I don't understand this jump from Mexico to the US. What's the issue? What's the problem?
What's the rivalry between these two?
Yeah.
No, he's definitely onto something. There are fans who won't want to touch Juan Carlos Osorio because of the Mexican national team. That's for sure. I mean, should it be a reason is another question.
That'll last 2 seconds. The big picture, you got to look at the big picture. What is the best thing for US soccer? Forget it. Whether it's Asari or anybody else, you pick what is the best. And right now, he's the best thing for her. You know, you were talking about people like Roberto Martinez and that. Why would you want somebody like him? He knows nothing about the region, nothing about the US players pretty much. Osario's perfect.
Welcome into Extra Time. Herc is back. There
Yes, I
he is.
am.
There you are. Meanwhile, we learned today Shaq a massive Jay-Z fan.
Yes.
I didn't know, but proper, like, excited.
Yeah.
His exact words were, "I have a man crush with Jay-Z."
I know.
Yeah.
Right, name me 3 songs off the bat.
I'm not
No,
even
it's
going
not
to
that
go
big.
there.
It's not that big, Dan.
There is no artist I would prefer to go see other than Jay-Z.
What about
I'm going
Beyonce?
to see Jay-Z and Beyonce
Yeah.
in Boston.
Yeah.
And the only reason I wouldn't go to see Beyonce on a road.
No, I don't think anyone here would, to be honest, Shaq.
Well,
Why not?
Yeah, it's fair
would you
enough.
go? Would you pay to go and watch Beyonce?
All the single ladies. You
I could
kidding?
see Steve dancing single ladies in the
What?
crowd.
I can't imagine Stevie paying to see anyone at concert.
Well, but anyway,
To the left, to the left, to the left. Hey,
I know
Beyonce
I'll tell you
or
that.
Jay-Z,
I would
Beyonce all
definitely
day
go
long.
see Beyonce. I'd definitely go Beyonce. But if Beyonce were having a concert here and Jay-Z over there, I'd go Jay-Z.
well, if you sat in
No
the middle, you
question.
could watch them both.
But they-
But if there's a wall,
You could sat in the middle and watch the two of them.
But they're doing the concert together.
this is their husband and wife.
Right.
They're doing a concert together, so you're getting 2 for 1.
Goodness me. Touring with your wife.
Could you imagine working with your
How
wife?
many, Jack, how many of your clan are going?
All
of them?
Seven.
All
Oh
7
my-
of your family.
7 of us are going.
You must have got comps for somewhere.
Oh, we had the nosebleeds. It's all right.
Right.
Well, if anyone from Jay-Z is watching Extra
Yes.
Time,
Or
maybe they
Beyonce.
can organise
Yeah.
something for the Hislops.
I'm cool in the nosebleeds. I'm all right.
I want to see a selfie with you and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
No, you will not.
Why?
I will embarrass myself.
What
What do you mean?
I'll
What do you mean
embarrass
embarrass
myself.
Well, you go
I will do something silly. I don't know.
Would you really get fanboy in front of him?
Oh, I'll be all fanboy. Yeah, I'll be fanboy.
Wow.
Unashamedly.
Would you like to be me watching England?
Okay.
No, not that
I won't
bad.
spill my tea on poor old Jay-Z.
Which one is worse, Mourinho moaning or Neymar antics? What frustrates you the most?
Mourinho moaning. I've seen Neymar roll around and stop and play. I've never seen Mourinho not moan. So I.
No. Neymar rolling around.
I'm with her. I like that description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve Nicol, should Liverpool go for Jerome Boateng?
Yeah, I'm Scottish.
That's
The rivalry between Scotland
In the US.
and the
Jürgen's-
US means
Jürgen's
that
German?
I don't think enough people would get behind me.
Just say it, you know, the whole...
This is the Juan Carlos Osorio argument we were having before, Shaq.
Yeah.
I would love to see Stevie back in coaching.
Well,
I
so he's
remember
not
playing
here?
against Stevie. No, I love Stevie here, but I remember being against Stevie, playing against him. His teams were always difficult. If
Did he
any,
swear at you?
yes, more than once.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, with the little, and I say this with all due respect, with the little amount of talent,
Here we go.
you didn't necessarily have these
Here we
stellar
go.
squads.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You didn't necessarily have these stellar squads, and they were always so difficult to play against.
Why did you preface that?
Even
with-
more of a man crush than me and Jay-Z right
It
there.
was actually a compliment,
Thank you.
Shaka, what do you make of West Ham's transfer business and where do you see them finishing?
Second,
So where?
Second,
Second
because we're
one.
going to sign Messi.
Right.
Definitely. Going to snatch him away from Inter Milan.
what after he signs for them?
So, then. West
No, he's going to blank
Shaka,
Inter.
no, let's be serious now. Come on, it's a serious question.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
This is extra time.
Yes.
I,
Manuel Pellegrini.
With all due respect,
Yes.
it's extra time.
Yes.
I think Pellegrini will do well. I think of all the businesses this summer, Pellegrini coming in ticks all the right boxes in terms of a manager. I think if West Ham can finish 7th, 8th,
Got tons of intangibles. He's strong, he's fast, he's quick with the ball, he's speed of thought. I think he could develop into a very nice player, but we've seen this before with big teams like Bayern. Sometimes these players don't get a crack in the first team, they get loaned out elsewhere. I hope that's not the case for him.
Final question. Are you guys jealous of
You
Shaq?
sniggering at?
Are you guys jealous?
No. Why are you sniggering
Not
at?
for the question.
Oh, sorry.
It's quite aggressive.
I thought you were sniggering at you.
What kind of question is that?
I thought that was
Hold on,
very
I just see the question.
What's the
What kind of question
What's
is
the
that?
question, Shaq?
I'm here. It's there on the screen. There.
Are you guys jealous of Shaq for taking so
Absolutely, aye.
Yes!
I'm here.
No, you're going to go see Jay-Z in Boston. That's another vacation.
Yeah.
What?
I'm going to see Jay-Z.
Where are you going?
I'm not taking a vacation for that.
We're going
You have
next
a day
week.
off for it though, aren't you?
We're going next week.
I'm going on one of my days off.
Well, yeah, you have lots of days.
We all
off.
have days off. We all have days
He's
I don't
going
have
on
that many
vacation
days
to
off.
Maine, is where he's
Yeah,
going.
they went there last week, didn't they?
Oh, you're going back again?
Went to LA
He
for
liked
a
it
week.
so much, he's
I
going
was
back
working
again.
in LA.
you working
I took
in-
a day off. I didn't take a day off. I had the day off. My boss said, Shaka, you don't have to be here on Thursday. So I said to my family, let's go to
That's
Maine.
funny. The same boss told me I had to be here Thursday because you couldn't come.
Oh,
That's a lie. That's a lie. The schedule came out
how does it come out?
like
Comes
this.
out like that.
Comes out like this. I wasn't on Thursday, so I said to my family, let's go to
You
Maine.
do have a lot of vacations.
No, I do not.
Definitely.
No.
definitely
When last have I been on vacation?
We were in LA last week.
I was working.
That was working?
Yeah,
I was
right.
working.
Wow.
That's it.
Waiting by the pool.
ESPN FC is back tomorrow. Shaq, you're off, aren't you?
I'll be here.
You went on vacation last week to Bristol. Shaka goes to LA.
Yeah.
And that's just not fair.
No, that's life.
He had to stay in Bristol.
What are
He
you talking about?
That's it.
Well, he was in Bristol.
But Shaka was working.
I was working.
Goes to
very hard.
Maine, LA.
I'll be here tomorrow again.
No, concerts all the time.
Concert.
Jay-Z.
Let me tell you, I
Beyonce.
cannot
Living the
wait.
life.
I cannot wait.
Someone set up some backstage. for
What's your
Shaq.
favorite song? Favorite Jay-Z song?
I like them all.
He doesn't know any of them.
Would you pay to see Adele?
Every time she brings an album out or a disc, it goes straight to number one.
Did you say disc?
And I did say disc.
12 inch. Every time she brings out a
She cuts a disc.
12 inch record.
They still cut discs, don't they?
Every time she brings out an 8 track.
I was trying to cover myself because you're looking at me funny. Well, there's a reason why she goes to number one all the time. Because she's good. Right.
She's good. She's good.
What's the last disc
She
you
got
purchased?
rich just by me being the only person that.
What's the last,
Yeah.
what's the last disc you purchased?
Where are we going with this? ESPN FC back tomorrow. Steve,
You started it.
I know I did. I shouldn't have. We are with you. You off tomorrow?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Shaka, you up tomorrow?
I'm here tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow.
I will be here. Yeah. Are you, Stevie?
I'm on vacation.